up is the most pressure you're going to feel across this whole race. Getting it off the line is one of the toughest things you can do as you get 5 lights up. And the Bathurst Enduro is underway for split 2 with a great start from the front runners and the TMX boys as well inside of the top 10 as they run round turn number 1. You can see Lawrence has got a good start away. They've kept themselves nice, clean and consistent, Sinka. For the final race of the season, it's a scramble towards turn 1 for the front runners and the whole field is behind. Another leads them through one already. Davison and Sinka wanting to try and keep right on the tail of Doug Dowling. And the rolling was climbing up the front already as well. Phase there, Katakazina.
Yes, he did.
Laboring still going at each other here. 3 minutes down, we've got 70 minutes to go. They're going to go round a lot of times. It's 1 minute 21 lap times here. They're not going to stop. Shane Ratcliffe fighting out as well. Ray Oliver's got Bradley Wall alongside. Looks like Daniel Harding has had some form of incident. We'll pick up on that one in a minute. But Oliver on the inside, got to come back behind him.
Further back as we're underway, James Scott will lead them up the hill, up towards turn 1. Can they keep it clean? There's already contact with Bolton and Stone Street on the straight as they run round turn 2. Dodge and Warboy being cautious off the exit of turn 1. What a run off the line, but an atrocity has happened to Troy Stone Street off the start. There's no other way to say it, he leads him off of the Will Brown and just absolutely Superman punches straight into the wall on the left hand.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, brought to you by SRW TV, Sim Racing World. We are at a new, amazing circuit known as the Firestone Grand Prix St. Petersburg circuit. Also, Honda gets in there as well at some point during its history. We've had some amazing racing on this track. This is an Indy series, which we'll get to talk about with Mr. Watson and see what it's all about. The boys have got these updated GR86 Toyotas tonight. Not only did the season before have the updated versions, but the admins have found a little trick up their sleeves and boosted the power of these cars to 110%. So we might see a little bit more sprightly action out there, and I'm sure there's going to be definite action because there is 45 cars out on track tonight at last count. There's probably a few more that are going to pop in, but we've got the champions out there, the past champions, new drivers in there as well, all going to competing for a fantastic run around this 14-corner circuit. Let's quickly check the weather and have a look at the schedule for this season. That's if I haven't given it to Kobe downstairs, but it's going to be a spectacular night. There you go. We are at St. Petersburg Street Circuit for a super sprint tonight. 3:20 minutes. There's going to be a top 10 reverse grid after the first feature for the second race of the top 5. Sonoma Raceway, one of my favourites, in the short course version. I didn't know there was a shorter one that it already was out there by a 30-30 run. So a top 10 reverse. Long Beach Street Circuit. Can you see the pattern unfolding in front of you with a super sprint? With the top 10 reverse and 5. Road Atlanta club layout down at Georgia, a 30-30, then Belle Isle Street Circuit, all the concrete walls coming out to attack these boys in a super sprint. Miami International Autodrome Extended Marina Loop. Haven't done that one before. And that's going to be a 30-30 off to the Chicago Street Circuit with the prototype layout. A super sprint there with more worlds to destroy yourselves. Barber Motorsport Park, Birmingham, Alabama, USA for the 30-30, and TBA for the 2020, the final round of this season, round 9, which we are thinking is going to be one of the new tracks that is going to be released. And I'm not sure who they had or what they had planned in there, but they will let us know at some point very, very soon. Well, bring Mr. Watson into the room. He knows a lot about the history out here, and these boys are about to start their qualifying session as well. Mr. Watson, welcome down, mate. And downstairs, pushing the buttons as usual, Mr. Kobe Jordan from Queensland, a place where Will Power's from. Mr.
Yes,
Watson.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Tell us about this amazing circuit.
Quite a bit, actually. You know,
That's enough, mate.
If only you could get me a shut. If only you could get me a shut up that easily. But no, yeah. For this, for most, probably isn't going to be a track that you're going to be very familiar with, especially with it being new to the service. Just being added this past. I think it was this past update. But if you grew up around IndyCar and American open wheel racing, you have stories to tell about this place. This track has put on some unbelievable races over the years. It's basically been the season opener for almost the entirety of my time following American open wheel racing, which is coming up on 20 years, mind you. And it always gets the season set off in such a perfect fashion because you have all kinds of difficult side-by-side racing. You can go side-by-side through parts of this circuit, but it is very risky and it's very nerve-wracking. Keep in mind, that's with the Indy cars, which are open wheel and a little bit wider than these GR86s. So you can only imagine what these guys will be capable of as far as side-by-side racing. And there's been some gnarly turn 3, because turn 1 is very wide and open. You can send any dive bomb you'd like, but then it really narrows it up, and you've got like a quick kind of chicane type deal, and you're coming out to the straightaway at a ridiculously high rate of speed. And so because of that, things typically go pear-shaped very quickly. Like, you're gonna see this turn one complex here right now. This is the main straightaway on the runoff. This track is, of course, at a airport in the St. Petersburg area. So you see it's very open here, but then it quickly tightens up fast. And it can get real easy, just get a little bit out of control, go around, and because it's so blind, if someone goes off in front of you, there's a good chance you're not going to see it at all. And then this right here,
Long Beach corner.
Pretty much, yeah. It's the narrowest part of the circuit. A lot of 90-degree corners, a lot easy to go wrong here. And then you're going to go to one of the longest straights on the track. I believe the second longest behind the main straightaway. Very fast, also very narrow, and then a hard braking zone. 90-degree left-hander. You can use that curb if you want. It's not recommended because you saw that curb is high and no car really enjoys dealing with it. And then this fast, quick chicane down into the final corner. Not quite a hairpin, but it feels like it. Definitely shaped like one. And then back on to the long runway front straightaway. And let me tell you, the draft, I think it's going to play a pretty big factor. Obviously not with the majority of the track, but because this main straightaway is so long, you're going to have so much time to draft up, and you're almost beckoned to make some sort of move with how much space you have in turn one. So I think we're going to see a lot of fantastic racing and guys trying crazy moves. And this is, taking into consideration a normal time race. This is a super sprint format. Again, 3 20-minute races. So with that tight window that you have to work with, we're definitely going to see some sends from Oblivion.
I think you're spot on, and you've covered that track very, very well, mate. We've got some bottom screen has got the times coming up, and you can see the boys snapping up some great times. Thomas, Greggy Cook sitting in a purples there in the second section. We're waiting to see. Kev's calling something in at the moment, being blocked out by the sound of it. Mason Martin's returned to the circuit, our resident 13-year-old that was racing for PER at one point. He is sitting there at the top spot at the moment, the 121.41. Greggy Cook, our second youngest driver, is up there for 121.42. 1/1000th behind him, so they're very, very close. Kyle Avery has just popped up into third place. You can see these times are starting to drop considerably. Mitchy Noble in fourth. Daniel Byrne in fifth place, followed by Daniel Stone. Whoa, that just changed real quickly then. Thomas Cooley's popped up into fifth. Sean Doyle from SLM in the sixth. That's where he went, Mr. Watson. Daniel Byrne down to seventh. We've got a few new names in here as well. So we've got Stone, Daniel Stone in there, and a couple of other names which will come through as we chat about some of these drivers coming through, because we've got some new teams that have entered this series. Danny Bartushi's back as well, mate, the Lone Wolf Sim Sports team. So it's good to see him back on track. Jacob Miller, another new fella out there. Noah Kitcher from 104 Motorsports, another new guy. Russell Gander is driving for Northwind Motorsports. That's a bit of a change. Lachlan Brown, another new fella. Mitch Weil, new guy. Philip Humble. As the list goes on, man, there's a fair few here. Harrison Rayner, Gabriel Sousa. Brad Dines is back. Josh Nowak, another new fella. Elliot D's back. So it's good to see a lot of new drivers and all the regulars back as well. Gabriel de Souza is got a Brazilian flag, so he might just be from across the continent.
Interesting, and yeah, it's even more names bolstering this incredible series, and yeah, I'm glad to see that Dan Bartusz has made a return. Dan's a really good guy, and it was a lot of fun watching him in my first few seasons here on the broadcast team, even though unfortunately we did have to call him Bad Luck Bartusz for a reason.
we did.
And you know, he looks like he took just a little bit of a sabbatical here, you know, maybe try to get the luck turned around, try to relax and decompress after a rough last couple seasons, and back again, and hopefully he can finally turn that luck around and put up the results that all of us know that he's capable of.
He needs to get one of those big stogies of weeds and some fermented stuff and all sorts of herbs, and burn it and wave it around the house and get the bad juju out of his racing, ready to go for a killer season, because the boy's got pace. We've seen him out there and he's got some good racecraft. It's just putting it all together and getting it going for the races. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed he doesn't drop the basket, and see if he goes all the way.
One thing I want to point out is a name that's missing. I don't see Dougie Gowan's name on the
he's on holidays. Yes.
I see.
Yes, he's on holidays at the moment. His wife has dragged him away. He's up somewhere up near Dougie will remind me, he's in the chat right now. He is up near where all the beautiful cookies are made. Up on the coast, northern New South Wales. It'll come to me in a minute. I'll probably mention it before I even get there. But yes, the season resounding champion, the legend himself, Gowans, is not here tonight. He is going to be watching from afar as his teammate Kyle Ridley takes the top step at the moment and leading it out by, I think it is 1/10 and a bit over Daniel Byrne. The Harley Motorsport boys are coming back. Byron Bay, there he is, up near Byron Bay in Ballina. The Carling boys are showing some good season form straight out of the hat. Last night, Davey Gallo did really well in the Super Formula Lights, came in second or third, I think it was second actually, in the feature race. And tonight we're seeing Daniel Burns, driver 808, Carling Motorsport driver, in second place. So great to see that. Griggy Cook surprising us up there. Mason Martin as well. Kyle Lavery is up there. I can't see my other teammate in there at the moment. Good old Lemon. Brandon Levin doesn't seem to be in there at the moment.
Yeah, I do not see him as well.
Cool. All right, we have got 5 minutes left, people, and it's starting to heat up. There is a lot of drivers out here on track. It's going to be a very tough run. We don't know the characteristics of this track in these cars, so we don't know if some of these tight chicane bits are going to be a pinch point or not, but it's definitely going to be tough, especially with 40-plus cars on track, raring to go for round one of season 2 for the Warren and Brown Toyota GR86s. Hope the viewers out there are all ready and pumped. If you're not, get pumped. Get in there, like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons, and support these amazing drivers. There should be, look, there's 40 guys on track plus. All right, if you can't get 40 family friends and cousins and things to watch, you guys need to start talking amongst yourselves as drivers, because we should be getting at least 50 to 100 people watching every race and getting eyes on these boys. Get your families first, and then the algorithms will do the rest and get the rest of the world watching, because this is guaranteed. I don't care who says I'm joking or living in the clouds. This has got to be the biggest, best, fastest GR86 grid in the world.
Yeah, one thing that I've noticed is I've seen a couple cars spin towards the exit of that pseudo chicane there in the turn 1 complex, which is the exact spot I pointed out as the biggest point of chaos when it comes to IndyCar races here. So yeah, that bodes well.
I think it's going to be, I've seen the guys attacking that at the moment, and they're getting really high up on the rear wheels and really throwing them across the car. So it should be interesting. Yeah, I reckon it could be something very similar to the Adelaide Street Circuit, that point where we see everyone just go a little bit too aggressive, hit that wall right there, bounce back out, and come guts with everyone else following through. So I reckon you're right on. That point that Kitchener just went through then is going to be a deadly part of the track. And we'll keep our fingers crossed that the first race is clean.
And you know, it very well could. We've definitely had a lot of races, not last year since we played around with the format a little more, but in the prior seasons, having it to where the first race was, you know, pretty calm and straightforward, and then everything went to hell in the handbasket for the next two. So, yeah, that could very well be what we see tonight. Hopefully, for race control's sake, that is not the case. But
fingers
we'll
crossed.
See.
Fingers crossed. If you're this is your first time joining us at SRW for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals, if you're looking at the actual timing tower, everything in red is pro. Everything is blue is Pro-Am. Everything in green is Am. So we have 3 classes fighting it out for a title, which makes for amazing racing all year long. These boys all battling for every single position on the track is worth points, from the back of the grid to the very front of the grid. These boys are going to be fighting all the way through without a shadow of a doubt. Even when the big boys come through, if they're coming through from the back, they make it tough for them all the way through. Kyle Ridley found in there, contagious, like Kay Ridley. Nice to see a few of the new names up front, towards the front. Yes, Dougie Gowers there is. Josh Nowak's up there. Mason Martin obviously returning. Doyle from last season. Kitchener, Bartouche, Stone. Yeah, there's a few of them up there in the top 20 of the grid. Any early predictions, mate, that you want to throw out there for, say, maybe the minor titles? Hit that wall hard. D'Souza. That's going to be one of those spots, I think.
Yeah, I predict that.
Yep. Definitely going to be one of those spots, as you can see these boys coming. Oh, see the air they're getting through there as well.
Yeah, these curbs are gnarly. I've never understood it because, you know, Indy cars like curbs a lot less than these things. These are death traps, basically. Like, you feel it through your spine if you clip one of these. You can be a bit more aggressive with these cars, but it's still a bit risky because of how tall they really are. Like, be prepared for it to kind of launch the car off the line if you're not careful.
Yeah, 100%. Mitchie Noble's got himself a pit lane start for the first of these 3 races tonight, for impeding, I believe, during qualifying. And we've got a shout out there. Gouliard3694 is shouting out for a happy birthday to Mr. James Doyle, one of the Koala Cartel boys, who we know very well in this series in the commentary booth, because he's an exceptional driver out there. Dougie Gowns is shouting out to him. I do my little Marilyn Monroe happy birthday for him, but I'm not really in the right frame of mind tonight.
Oh no, how terrible. I am quite disappointed at this news.
Don't motivate me too much, mate. I'll get into it. Well, qualifying is done. That is how it's going to finish, as we see the beautiful waters of St. Petersburg Bay, mate. Is that a bay that we're seeing there?
Yes, it is, because this track is in Tampa Bay, Florida.
Bay, Florida, being the BAY Bay. Here we go, ladies and gents. We have got a time set by our pro driver, Kyle Ridley, runner-up to the OG, the original guy, Dougie Gowans, who's out in the chat from last season. Kyle Ridley has taken it out with a 1.21137. Only just shy of 2/10 ahead of Griggy Cook from Project 36. Daniel Byrne from the... the ears are getting blocked up by downstairs, so I'll get rid of that right now. By the Carling boys, Daniel Byrne in third place. Good to see him fighting up the front. Mr. J Novak, a new driver, up there in fourth place. Mason Martin from PER in the fifth place. Kyle Lavery from Team SAW Motorsports has got himself up into sixth. Hopefully he'll have a more better luck this season than he did last season. Still gutted about his after the race track jaunt that cost him the win and most likely the title. In seventh place, we've got Jay Doyle from the Koala Cartel. Mitchy Noble in eighth place from SRB. Thomas Cooley from the Cartel in ninth place. Shane Doyle from SLM in 10th place. As we switch them across, ladies and Dan Bartouche in the Lone Wolf Racing team in 11th place. Kitchener in from Tick Racing. That's a new TKR, new team, and he's got his logo in. Well done, Sunshine. In 12th place, Callum Hodgkinson from OPR, who I believe is still using the old logo. Then we have D Stone from North Wind Racing, followed by Brett Wassell from Axiom. Mr. Gallo, Carling's team in 16th. Trev Mortimer from Rogue Racing in 17th. A Glover from Rogue Racing in 18th. Hey Raymer from TRM. I'm not sure. I can't see that. It's too small. We'll get to better look at it at some stage during the race. 20th place, Jay McIntyre from SRB. As we go halfway through the list, we've got Miller from Miller Racing in 21st. Tomlins from LCR Esports 22nd. Max Donnelly from NZ Racing in 21st. Thomas Sunny Cena, SLM Academy in 24th. Cam Hardwick, SLM Academy in 25th. Ray Gardner, I don't know what the team was again. It's left my brain. 26th, but I'm sure he'll give that to us so we can get it all going. D'Souza is in there as well in 27th. New driver, Brad Donachu. 8th, B. Bowman from Pear Shaped in 29th. Browning, Pro-Am in 30th. As we skip down to 31st, M. Wild, Pro-Am in 31st. ED from Pear Shaped in 32nd. Humble in 33rd. Edwards from Web Racing in 34th. Stevie Daniels from LCR Esports in 35th place. 36th place is taken up by Kev Wakefield from LCR Esports, followed by Brad Anderson and the likes of a few more boys. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Round one is done. That list was bloody huge, and we are here ready and hot to go. As 5 wide, 6 wide. We've got Ridley in the front row, Jay Cook, Daniel Byrne, and Cookie going side by side, coming through those corners. Then we've got Red. I'm not sure where he's gone, but it looks like he's still there in 5th place. No, he's disappeared by the look of it. Maybe he's lost his connection, but we're going further and getting around. Room through there, they can barely get through. We've got a tow recourse for 565. A bit of a wiggle there, but he's recovered nicely. Two cars going wide, another one rotating through. We could have a few boys being stuck out there. 747's called one in. That's 247, I should say. There's Rayner in there from RM Racing. I tell you what, IRacing team is going crazy in there. They are very, very busy. Look at that rotator. No to a touch. Mortimer's rotated there as well. Cold tyres, lads. Cold tyres. Keep it going. Keep it going. Look at that. Racing Room, RC is called. Look at that. There's not much that Mortimer could do there. He was a passenger after he got rotated around, and Rayner got squashed against the wall. So the boys, they've given each other a bit of room there, but not enough. But not enough to allow for the cold tyres and the rotation of these cars, unfortunately, and which has made a bit of a mess of that start. But down the pointy end, we've got Ridley, Byrne, Cook, Doyle. I don't know if you can have a look to see what's happened to Lavery.
He has a meatball.
He has a meatball, so he's gone all the way down from the top part of town to the back end of town. Him and Mitch Noble, 35 and 34th place. A few boys have dropped down. McIntyre 13, Tomlin 10, Josh Nowak 27 places. Biggest mover, 15 places up. Ryan Price keeping it clean. But here we go. There's Lavery coming through in the back of the pack. Wow, look at that. Oh, my God. It looked like Mitchy Noble had clipped that, and with his incident spinning off, he has taken out Lavery with him. That's what happens when you have close wall proximity. You bounce off that wall, and you become a missile as you come flying off it. But we've got Ridley, Byrne, Cook at the pointy end, and they're pulling away from Doyle, Cooley, and Doyle. Look at that, Doyle, Cooley, Doyle. Sounds like a song.
Yeah, we had a lot of meatballs after the first half of lap 1. That was chaotic and expensive for a lot of these cars. I'm amazed we didn't get a safety car with how many wrecks we got. Multi-car wrecks. Oh, Brad Anderson's also requesting a tow right now.
Yeah. He's holding position, standing by. This could be a safety car. Oh, there he is. Oh,
you
Mr.
can't park there, mate.
Yeah. Ryan Price has just called something in there as well. These boys are going for it everywhere at the moment. It's really, really good to see the battling going on all over the place. There's almost, where do you have a look at it? You're looking at from James Doyle all the way down to Davey Gallo is all about 2 or 3 tenths, and they're fighting each other. Look at this bottom screen. They're everywhere. Oh, this switch and play through the top there. Ryan Price going for it. Having a bit of a battle. He doesn't know which way to go. The race line, you can see these boys haven't done a lot of practice. They're still going for slightly different race lines between each other. Callum Hodgkinson down the bottom screen and just making a move there as well. You can see him going on the back of Danny Bartouche. He's got the red-nosed car, but look at them go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cars in a big snake coming down that main straight. All of them having a bit of a look.
Yeah, here's the replay of it. It's going to be a big set. Oh, a little bit of wall contact there off of the final corner. We're going to see a pretty big send from Price here. And this is why I said this corner promotes a lot of dive bombs. Okay, maybe that was
This is live now. This is live. Yep, this is live.
Okay, that was in fact live. All right. Well, never mind on that. But we see Ridley start to eke out a bit of a gap over Byrne here.
But judging by the comments in the chat, maybe we should have named tonight the survival of Petersburg. See who lasts the longest will last to the very end. It's just going to be like, okay, hand him the torch. You're next to be evicted off the island of Petersburg. But I'll tell you what, Ridley is doing a cracking job there in his retro Marlboro livery, doing a great job. He's 1.5 tenths. He's slowly pulling it away at the moment. Cookie in second, Byrne in third, Doyle, Doyle, Kitchener.
Yeah, you saw Byrne kind of airmailed the final corner, went way off, just barely kept it on the track. Well, that's the easiest pass that Greg Cook is going to make, as you see Brett Anderson back on track. And that is a perfect time to bring up this pit road, which in theory we won't be using, but it's dangerous because it just cuts. Oh, God. Oh,
that was so close.
Oh, boy. Oh.
I think Cookie wants to join SRW Team Motorsports. How close he's going to there. But look how close all three of them are. You've got Davey Gallo there as well, pushing like crazy behind there. Actually, no, it's Daniel Byrne, I apologise. 64 has called something in at the moment. It's quieting down in the RC room now at the moment, and not as busy as it was, say, 10 minutes ago. But the times and the fun is still going around. I'm changing it around. The name might stick down the bottom screen every now and again. Just let me know, because it does its nanny every now and again, because I need to upgrade my PC, we've discovered.
But yeah, you saw pit road exit basically kind of cuts through the turn 1 complex, so puts you right there at the entry of the little chicane. That has caused a lot of fascinating incidents in real life here, and has led up to some absolutely incredible battles on the end of a pit cycle, where leaders trying to hold on to the spot coming out of pit road. You think back to Grosjean and Scotty Mack a couple years ago. As you see contact, it's like Brad Anderson.
The Kev just called one in and said he got brake checked. His nose looks a bit secondhand. Actually, the back of his car looks a bit secondhand too. Maybe we can have a look at that at some point. I think it was between him, Pricey, and someone else. I couldn't quite pick out who the other car was, but there was an incident there between these boys. I think it was Mortimer, Price, and Wakefield involved in that last one. He was coming through the pits at the moment. Oh, we've got a tow permission.
Yeah, Lachlan Browning. To see, my God! Wow!
Well, let's have a look at that again. I kind of missed that.
Yeah, this obliterated Trev Mortimer's car. Oh my God!
I don't know how Kev's calling that as a brake check. We'll have to see that at a different angle. It looks like Greggy Johnson's come around that corner and lost it. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, no, that was a bit weird. There's too much going on there to even break that down. There's like 3 or 4 different moves that are coming through out of that, and cost a few incidents through, but we'll leave that for downstairs.
As you see Kyle really passing stop car, I believe that might be the 09.
Oh, look at it. Oh, just a little bit of love coming through there from one of the SLM cars, and it stopped him from rotating around and got him caught out. But there's a few cars that are still got some meatballs out there, and not the ones you'd love to come down and chow down out. Mortimer has got one, Wakefield's got one, and so does Lachlan Browning, who we just saw, and then Greg Johnson as well from that previous incident. But we've still got battles galore going everywhere. These boys are tearing it up big time, and this track is bringing us some awesome action too.
Yes, sir. I called it. This is a phenomenal street circuit, and a street circuit that really promotes great racing. Because, there's a lot of street circuits that you can't really race and make moves at. That is absolutely not a problem here, and it never really has been. As you see Doyle working on the back of Cooley.
Oh, mate, we could have 212 is...
As they go right by, I think Greg Johnson. Oh, here comes the squeeze! Ooh!
Nice bit of work through. Oh, he's bounced off that curb straight into him. Bit of a hip and shoulder, old football style. He still maintained his pace through there and done a cracking job to keep going. Who we got on there? That's Nick Kitchener doing a great bit of job getting his elbows out there.
Yeah, you saw.
He's got Doyle and Hodgkinson behind him, and in front of him he's got Thomas Cooley. This is Thomas Cooley that we're looking the rear end of. It's the Koala Cartel. And I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
Here we go, Ryan Price. It's heating up in the background, mate, isn't it? We're hearing a lot more people coming in and calling a few things. There's a few incidents here and there. Looks like a lot of people are overdriving first round coming back. Facing the wrong way.
There.
Yeah. He's just put him off. I'm not sure what Pricey was calling in there because, all right, that car was trying to get out of the way, but didn't actually get in his way. Who was that on their own? Oh, no, he might have got helped around then.
I think it's a...
that car there. That car there that's facing the wrong way. It looks like he's touched the back of the other car, spun him around, and then Price has come around. Oh, Lavery's just squeezed through there as well.
That car is still sitting there. See, here.
Someone got in trouble for a bit of... look at that. Oh, no. 2x2. All right, someone is called Someone's
Like
called something
Steve
in, got a bit of a
Daniels.
slap on the knuckles for the attitude of the conversation, but it's all part of the learning curve. Everyone's got to learn how to race around each other. A lot of new faces, so people not knowing. And this track, very, very new. We're seeing a lot of people missing brake markers, a lot of people sliding into walls, and a lot of people running out of space because they don't know where to fade in and out. And they keep the boot in sometimes when they shouldn't be.
Yeah, I believe that incident we just saw, I believe that was Daniels and Russell Gander, and Gander was the one that got the instruction from race control to yeah.
To bring it down a bit. Let's go, Doyle.
Meanwhile, we might be near 3 wide. The Kitchener Tool Doyle battle is heating up once again. Noah, they're going to be side by side through the chicane. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh, I'm so used to that not going well. I've seen things at this track. Oh, see, Cooley's going to get that move. Oh, but here comes Kitchener. Oh, all over the curb. Oh, he might. Oh, look at the crossover. Oh, couldn't get there. Oh, this is phenomenal.
So bringing some great racing, and some of this part of this track is giving me flashbacks to other tracks that we race as well. It's like they've taken bits and pieces from some of the other American tracks that we race at as well. So it's pretty interesting to watch these curbs take effect. And a lot of boys are hitting these curbs and going straight into the side walls all the time. White Line Masters. Hayden Denville. Oh, look at that under brakes. They've got to be careful. Got to be very careful. That's Callum Hodgkinson. They got Doyle in there as well, and they're still coming through. The draft doesn't look like it's massive, but it's keeping them very close. It's when you lose it, they start gapping out.
Yeah, it's not huge, but it's enough to make a difference. And again, like I said at the top of the show, with how easy it is to make a send up on this corner, it just promotes good racing, but also can promote some bad racing. But thankfully, we haven't seen too many dive bombs go real pear-shaped. I'm sure that is very much going to change in race 2 and race 3, as you see Doyle trying to stay to the outside of Kitchener's. Now he's got Hodgkinson and a couple others starting to join in on this battle. That's the last thing he wants to see, is this to turn into a huge 5-car battle, as we only have...
Starting to get that way. They're starting to get on the top part of the screen. We've got Ridley, who's taken it out by 3.28 seconds. And the battles are for the minor positions at the moment, with Byrne, Cook and James Doyle fighting for 1, 2 and 3. They've gapped it out on Noah Kitchener and Sean Doyle from SLM. Car 65's calling in some blue flags as he's coming through. People getting in the way.
Yeah, it's Hardwick radioing that in, and you know, it's so hard because you see this is a street course. This track is narrow. It's so tough being a lap car around here, because where do you go? There isn't a whole lot of places.
You've got no room at all. Yeah,
so
you've pretty much, if you go off the race line, you lose the rhythm of the actual race line, and you end up getting caught out, and balance is out as well, because you've got to take corners harder, and all of a sudden you're in a big world of pain. The best is to try to get to a straight and just back it off and let them around. But also drivers will get impatient, because they've got people they're chasing and people they're trying to follow and people they're trying to get away from.
Yeah, and you and oftentimes if you just try to get offline in a bad area, just desperate to let them by, something bad can easily happen. You know, you get the wall a little bit, bounce back out, and then you're going to get yelled at. Oh, why did you just stay online? Why did you try to get out of the way and let them? So it's really just damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you just need patience around a place like this.
I'll tell you what, though, Daniel Byrne, Greg Cook and James Doyle are having a fantastic battle for second and third These boys are all over each other at the moment. You've got Cookie putting pressure on Byrne in the bottom screen. Like, there's no room for error at the moment. They're going for it each way, getting out of each other, almost going too wide now. Under brakes, Cook's having a look at it, but not quite enough. But Cook has got himself in a bit of problems because James Doyle has got the inside line on him. He's got him pushing through, and they're rubbing panels as they're coming through, but Doyle's got it done. He got a great bit of work there. It's given Daniel Byrne a bit of space, a breathing room to catch up to a back marker. See how this back marker's going to get in the way at the moment. It's going to be a tough one to get around, but it's going to make life a bit easier for Daniel if he can get around him, and it will give the boys behind him a bit of hard luck. Oh, nice little move there, faded out of the way. Oh, Cooley's touched that wall. Doyle's touched that wall as he's come through, though, and given it a good old nudge.
Meanwhile, there was someone parked in the runoff right there, and he pulled back out on track at maybe not the best time. I think right in front of David Gallo. That it all worked out well, but for a second it didn't seem like it would.
Is there ever a good time?
You know, fair.
It is. We saw what happened to poor Ryan Mueller on Tuesday night for the opening round of the Warren Brown V8 Supercar Series, leading most of the race, and then after the safety car, cold tyres caught him out as he came into the first corner towards the fountain and slid into the wall to a position where everyone was so close and tight behind him, he couldn't even reverse out until they all passed him. He went all the way to the back, but managed to get himself back up to 6th place, I think it was in the end. Look at Thomas Cooley throwing that rear end around. He almost lost that and got in a bit of trouble then, but managed to control it. Hard on brakes a lot of these corners, mate, but really, really fast corners as well, some of them.
And you know, we're really starting to see the added power start to rear its ugly head, because look at how sideways these cars are getting on the exit of these corners as we're almost done with this first race. That's what really changes up the racing with that added power, is now you kind of have to worry about saving those rear tires, where before you barely had enough power, so you could almost kind of dump the throttle for the most part, to put it in mildly. But now you really kind of have to have a lot more throttle control, so that's what I really like about this change. It's going to be a lot of fun seeing how everyone deals with it, especially when
another one's lost it in the back.
Oh,
one of the team pairs drivers. But I just heard we are on the white flag. We are on the white flag. So, ladies and gents, we'll go up with the main drivers at the moment up the pointy end and see them coming through. Daniel Byrne is Kyle Ridley is well and truly coming through. The race control was frustrated. He was the last words I heard him say was, "Oh, crikey," because there's just so much coming through the comms at the moment. Here we go, ladies and gents. Heat 1 of 3 tonight at the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. We've got Kyle Ridley continuing some spectacular form after losing the title to the OG, Mr. Dougie Gowans, as he's coming through the final few corners. This is going to be his first big point haul for the series, the first of many that we would imagine. He is going to have the bit between his teeth, and he's want to take this home. Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes across the line. It's Kyle Ridley taking it by 5 seconds from race 1, heat 1 of 3 for Warren Brown Tools, season 2, race 1. These boys are going to be in a spectacular show. Coming across the line straight behind them, if you can just see them, is James Doyle and Greggy Cook coming through as well. You can just see them coming through. There's Cookie coming across and James Doyle in front of him as they come 1, 2 and 3. Daniel Byrne coming across the line in 4th place. Thomas Cooley 5th. Noah Kitchener 6th. Sean Doyle 7th. Callum Hodgkinson 8th. And Brent Wassell 9th. And rounding out the top 10 is Davey Gallo. What a race that was. These boys kept us on our toes, mate. I'm still feeling a bit rusty with the old larynx and everything like that. But I'll tell you what, it's not going to last very long, because these boys are giving us a good run out tonight.
Absolutely. That was just the first race, and that was abject insanity. You still have 2 more races to go, both with an invert. So, yeah.
This is how they finished up, ladies and gents. Have a look at that. Cole Ridley has taken out the first of the 3 heats tonight. He's got himself in the first place. Second place is James Doyle, and third place Greggy Cook outright. In the Pro-Am leader tonight is Cameron Hardwick. Second came Donnelly, and third came Stone. In the AMs, we've got Glover, followed by Dines and Bowman. So there's a lot of points won tonight. And another thing that's going on, there's still lots of penalties that are going to be dished out while we're having a quick break through one grid to the other. And RC are very, very, very busy tonight.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Big time. Big time. How much time have we got between?
Yeah, looks like we're getting a delay for the next race. I'm not entirely sure what for, but
I think it's going to be just deciding some penalties so they can get the right people in the right order. But this is how it came out with the this is the final gridding position, I'm assuming. Yes. Oh no, this is the reverse top 10. Ooh, have a look at this. Davey Gallo on the front row of Brett Wassell. Second row, Callum Hodgkinson and Sean Doyle. Third row, Kitchener and Cooley. Fourth row, Byrne and Cook. Fifth row, Doyle and Ridley. Oh, this is looking very, very spicy indeed. I'm just trying to have a look to see where my boy ended up in the end. Lavery, where did he end up finishing?
Very well down the order because of his first lap meatball.
He is not having a good run after that first lap meatball, but 34th place is going to be a tough ask, but we'll see how he goes. Not bad for the birthday boy, James Doyle, in P2. No, he did an extremely good job. As we go down the grid, in the 6th row, we've got Danny Bartouche and Ash Glover. In the 7th row, Hardwick and Martin. 8th row, Donnelly and Dines. In the 9th row, we've got Noble and Stowe. 10th row, White and Bowman. As these boys are all gridding up at the moment, so it's good to see. Humble and D in the 11th row. 12th row, we've got D'Souza and Nowak. In the 13th row, Snow and Tomlin. 14th row, Edwards and Rayner. 15th row, Gander and Newans. As the list keeps going, ladies and gents, there's a lot of the boys out on track and getting ready to tear it up in a big, big way. In the what do we say? In the 16th row, we've got Cena and Simmons. 17th row, Johnson and Lavery. 18th row, McIntyre and Daniels. 19th row, Browning and Miller. 20th row, Mortimer and Price. And we keep switching across because we've got a few more that are on this grid and raring to go and take it out. We've got Anderson and Wakefield in the 21st row, and in the 22nd row we've got nobody because tonight's race director is Greg Barber and race steward is Mark Cochran, driving also the safety car. Mate, this is going to be another 20 minutes of hell out there. Some of these boys are going to be sweating bullets. But do you think that we're going to see a little bit less carnage, a little bit more patience coming through this race, seeing that some of them have kissed the wall of death, which is everywhere on this track? And, some have survived and some haven't.
Yeah, well, they're also going to be sweating literally because the track temp for tonight's race is obscene. It is 122 degrees Fahrenheit, which I believe is around 50 for those using Celsius. So that's also a big factor into some of the things going on tonight, is because you don't have the grip, especially in the front. You're just sliding on a very greasy track, a very humid track, because the weather in South Florida is not hospitable for human life, and yet human life is still there. But
Yes.
yeah,
We
I
live on.
That we do. And no, I don't think that's going to calm anything down. In fact, I think aggression is going to be ratcheted up just because of, it's easy to pass, but you're also going to find yourself in some never-ending battles because of it. Like you saw that 5-car train with James Doyle and company there. Like, you got to be aggressive and hope you can just drive away like what Kyle Ridley was able to do. And again, we have the top 10 invert, so that is also going to cause a bit of chaos as we're still waiting through this delay. Fun fact,
as you mentioned, the top 10 reverse, still some very fast boys in the top 10. Gallo, Wassel, Hodgkinson, see them do really well. Doyle, very, very capable. Kitchener, we've seen so far, not too shabby. Cooley. So the reverse top 10 is it's real still anyone's race. And it's going to be a very tough one for Ridley to come through this pack too. He's got James Doyle and Cook in front of him, Byrne in front of him, Cooley in front of him, so not an easy job at all. Can you see the clock? What do we got ticking down? We've got 5 minutes in gridding.
We have 3 minutes left, and yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see if the top finishers from the last race can make it through. Again, you're going to require some luck on this opening lap because you saw everything that happened on that opening lap, and it's nervous times for the top 3 because now they're right smack dab in not quite midfield, but they're going to be in a bit of a danger zone. But to finish my earlier point, as we're waiting this out, fun fact, the state Tropicana Field, the home of the Tampa Bay Rays baseball team, is right next to the track. You'll typically see it in a lot of the overhead shots. So yeah, that's always been pretty cool. And another fun fact is that the little straight like right before the final corner, in between that little switchback right before it, they have named that road Dan Weldon Way for Dan Weldon, who of course passed away in that awful wreck at Vegas 2011 in the Dan's British, but he lived in St. Petersburg on the fence and pay homage to him after their win.
Oh, bit of a pit lane start for 137. I think that's Stevie Daniels. Ooh, getting. Oh, there. So there's a bit of conversation going on at the moment. Talking about giving each other space, giving each other, not sticking the nose in where it's not going to make. People trying to stay on the outside of cars there, where the track is disappearing and ending up in walls. So there's a lot of action that's going on out there. I've got the second camera sitting on Cole Ridley from his dashboard, so you can see him coming through, ladies and gents. I'll try to see if the roll bar's a bit better. It's bet the same. It'll give you a bit of a view of... No, cockpit looks terrible. That looks terrible. We'll go just roll bar. You can get to see a bit of the action from Cole Ridley's position as we get going. But the race is about to start, ladies and gents. We have got a lot of racing to go in. We have got the second 20 round feature 2. Here we are, go, 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 as we see 40-odd cars taking off and making a sprint down the main road. The green flag's going on. Brad Dines going all over the place back there. But as we get the podium, Davey Gallo has done an exceptional job getting his nose in front. Brent Wassel has got Doyle, attack there of Gallo and Cooley at the moment in front of him, but the boys at the pointy end are doing their cracking job. Gallo is leading them out nicely. Wassel followed Doyle, Hodgkinson, Kitchener, Byrne, Cooley, Ridley, Doyle, and Cook. I was about to say Cook looked like something else in my eyes, but it all worked out well. Oh, we've got already Greggy Johnson calling something under brakes as we're going. Wassel is taking a beautiful run under brakes. He's going to hold it off the wall. He's done a cracking job holding it off the wall under brakes, but he's exposed Gallo to Doyle. Doyle is now all over the back of him now. You can see that Wassel coming through is trying not to ride the curve as much and stay clean. He's doing a cracking job of doing that. Bottom screen still running hot. Oh, sideways, Cooley. Oh, he's held it, but Ridley's gone past James Doyle beautifully. Doyle lost the rear end and come across in the bottom screen, but he got around. Here we've got these boys. It looks like Brad Dines up against the wall with one of the SLM cars, and Greggy Johnson just wiggled his way around the back of that grid. Whew. Tell you what, mate, the action is afoot everywhere. Having this view from the car is great. I might actually take that to the nose. There's Ridley's car taking through the field, as you can see right now. Oh, there's a bit of contact. That was a bit of a replay we saw. Lavery just avoided. Oh, one of the cartels gone straight into that. Everyone else has managed to go around that car. I thought that was a replay of the previous one, but it's not. That's Brad Dines, isn't it?
Yeah, that I wonder if Brad might potentially get not holding brakes penalty right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I reacted at during the opening lap. But it's wildly impressive that was the only incident. Like, we didn't have a huge track locker like we got in lap 1. They really kind of learned what to do and what not to do in that first race, and it resulted in a much cleaner opening lap, but still aggressive and crazy. Exactly what we want to see. Aggressive, but not a dumpster fire.
Yeah. Go 21. Who's 21? It's
Jacob
my
Miller.
brain doesn't. Jacob Miller has got himself a penalty there as well. Contact with 61. That was contact with Greggy Johnson. Have a look at this at the moment. Oh, I'll tell you what, that chicane is bringing some action in. But how good is Wassel doing, mate? He has jumped a level tonight, and Racecraft has been absolutely sensational coming through these corners, doing a cracking bit of work there. That was Hodgkinson and Doyle having a little bit of contact there. The Doyle's golden car is looking exceptional there as he's coming through, driving the new SLM livery. Have a look how close Hodgkinson is behind him. He's really putting the pressure on. He's waiting for something to go wrong there for him to jump through.
Yeah, Brett Wassel, the reigning AMS champion, did so well. He just got the super promotion all the way up into pro, and he is looking every bit of deserving of that promotion, as he is holding off Gallo perfectly right now. Oh, we got one car around.
We do have a car around, yeah. Yep, he's it's facing the wrong way. Oh, look at that. I just missed that. Did Donnelly try to get back on track and just got in the way?
He sure did.
Oh.
Yeah, poor Russell Gander.
Oh, no. Gander's not going to be a happy man. We'll have to have a look at that in a minute. There's an SLM car there on the inside. Oh, is this not a replay? This is him again, yeah?
No, this is a replay.
Okay, we need to get that replay button up.
And then you're going to see here.
Oh, no, dude. No.
Yeah.
He will definitely get a penalty for that one.
Near
Definitely
contact with Byrne, almost sending him around. I think that might have been with Greg Cook.
Oh, my goodness. We're getting battles here everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see top of the screen right now. We have got the leaders coming through. No, that needs a name on it. Greggy Cook. Here we go. 844 drive-through penalty with contact with car 82. So that is another penalty for one of the poor buggers out there, which are accumulating a lot at the moment. A real lot.
Well, Bird kind of saved it, but unfortunately Greg Cook kind of didn't. And Greg Cook now bringing it out pit road. Oh, we got Ash Glover around.
Yep, it's going everywhere. There's carnage all over the place. Have a look at this bottom screen. They're going too wide again. I don't think these boys have learnt. We've got Mitch Weil there in the centre of the screen in the 714 and 214. And he's got boys all the way around him at the moment, and they're all trying to take a slightly different angle through these S's, and that's causing a lot of problems for them. But ladies and gents, we're at the front of the grid at the moment. We've got Wassel leading out, 13 minutes left, and doing a cracking job of it. He has got Sean Doyle all over the back of him, Gallo, Hodgkinson, all four of them haven't left each other's side. Noah Kitchener has joined this battle, but Kyle Ridley, who's been coming through the pack, has got himself up into 6th place, but he is only now starting to get closer to them. He's 4 seconds off the back of these boys, so he is just around the few corners to go. Kind of glad I couldn't race tonight, Carnage City. You know what? You say that, but you know what? When it's races like this, I just love it. It just gives you that extra adrenaline spike, and it wants you to get out there and compete and just try to stay clean and avoid the incidents and just get as smooth as possible. That's the key.
Also, it sure makes our job a heck of a lot easier when races are like this. We don't have to figure out something to talk about because there's all kinds of things to talk about, like the send from Hodgkinson on Gallo. He's gonna stay. Ooh, David just is gonna clear him as we get through the S's, and thankfully so.
Did you see the bottom screen? Hardwick just sends it. Unfortunately, couldn't carry the pace through. It had to go right past Weil there. And so Weil and Hardwick are having a bit of a swap in positions. The battles in the back there are sensational. You can see from Hardwick all the way down to Jacob McIntyre, all following each other very, very closely. Kyle Lavery has got the perfect spot. I'm going to take that through to the far chase, so you guys can see how close these guys are coming. Have a look at Wassel. He is doing an amazing drive tonight. He's driving next level. He's blocking off the runs nicely, positioning his car in the middle where he can. It's a crazy pace. He's going out on the grass.
Kitcher way off on Dan Wilton, way able to just barely get it back on the track.
Hardwick, Hodgkinson, crack a bit of work there, getting the inside line. He's trying to break the toe at the moment because he has got Gallo on the back of him, but he's managed to get it around Gallo. Is he going to be able to tuck into the gap between the two of the guys? I don't know if he can. He's just sneaking it in nicely. Well done there. But look at Ridley. Ridley's having a sniff too. He can smell the fire in the water. He is right on the back of Gallo. He was like 4 seconds off the pace, and the battle of these boys has brought him back straight into the battle, and now he's all of a sudden in there. Ridley is fighting it out in the bottom there. I've got him because he is in the back of a long course of cars. You can't quite see them all at the moment. They've gapped out a slight bit, but they're fighting it through. Gallo wants this spot back. He wants Hodgkinson's place, and Ridley wants it up the pointy end. He knows that Dougie Gowans is not here tonight. He knows tonight has some free points without him here that he can get on him. So they're big threat within the teams. We know they stopped sharing setups.
Absolutely. As Mason Martin has radioed something in.
Yeah, he has. Have a look at this bottom screen at the moment. Ash Glover. He's got clear and goal. Where to look? These boys are putting on such a show.
That's a hard hit right there for Glover. So far, it doesn't seem like it's affected him much, but that is a tough hit on concrete walls that do not budge.
They do not budge, they do not give, they do not care. Have a look at the pressure. Hodgkinson smells the blood. He's going for it. He wants that next step up. He's sitting there as one of the faster ones in there. Gallo seems to be the fastest one at the moment, the 1:22.12. James Dorr, the Koala Cartel, out a few spots behind him, and Danny Bartusha both sitting on 1:21.
Doyle, he's hanging to the outside. Now he's got the inside. Wassel having to go wide.
I think Wassel might lose too here. He's got under pressure.
He gets hit by Gallo. And he held on to it.
Gallo's tried to get in underneath him and gave him a little bit too much candy coming through. And look at that. Wassel has dropped 6 places. That's how close they are across there. He's called it in. This could be a readdress, or it could be a penalty time. I think with the amount of places lost, it will be a penalty. Hodgkinson is all over the back of Ridley now.
Whoa,
he's not too bad.
Almost
He's recovered a few places, Wassel. Far out. Nearly dropped the bomb there. That was very, very close and unfortunate. That's what happens when you bounce off the curbs into each other and you have no control of your car.
Oh, my God.
Bottom screen. Bottom screen. We have carnage. Ash Glover again. And he's hit that wall and he's had other cars just miss him. Oh, no. That was tough right there from Glover.
One of the
he just look at that!
Wow, who did he hit?
His run in there, and the car beside him has gone straight into him.
Oh, look at this view! He's gonna have Ash Glover in his lap. Oh God, what a hit!
Crazy. Down the bottom, we've got the lead guys going for it while we're watching that incident, and these boys are still going for it like crazy. Sean Doyle has got the lead now, and he's starting to pull away by a fraction. You can just see him there. He's got a few back markers in front of him. He's got Mortimer in front of him and someone else, one of the new cars, but he's peeling away. Gallo and Ridley and Kitchener and Hodgkinson are still battling it up. Wassel is still in 6th place, watching these boys in front of him come through.
Yeah, Doyle's doing a good job to eke out that gap. He's got it to about 1.5 seconds. He's going to be catching up to some lap cars here. He might be able to get them past before turn 1. He hopes to hell or high water he gets them past before turn 1, because otherwise he might be stuck behind them through a lot of parts of this track. You don't want to be behind lap traffic.
Yeah, bottom screen, looks like that's Daniel Stone took a big chunk out of that concrete wall as they're coming through. He's too wide now with Elliot D. Elliot D's having a look at him at the moment and coming through. He's got the pass done, and he has got now, who's that? That's Hardwick, still Daniel Steele coming through. These boys are really going for it in the back of the pack. Oh, the names popped back up. Nice work there. I was getting a bit lost, mate. Thank you very much. Oh, he's had contact. He's had contact. Oh, no. Elliot D's bounced off the curb straight into Stone. Stone's in a position now where he's going to really struggle to get that car around, but he's done a cracking job reversing it out of the way and getting back into running the race. Good bit of work there by the fella. I'll tell you what, mate, where do you look? The battles are just everywhere. I've taken it up to position 8. James Doyle, Dan Bartouche, and Daniel Byrne at the moment. They're all fighting for some silverware. Mason Martin and Mitchie Noble down the bottom are going for it as well. And these boys are cracking through as well, nice and close. At the top step, though, we've got Doyle, Gallo, Ridley, and Kitchener. As you can see, Gallo's got a bit of pressure there by Ridley. Ridley is on the inside line. He's got it done very convincingly, mate. It's like, a little bit of a wiggle there from Gallo. I thought Gallo was going to let loose there with the rear end and go everywhere. Oh, Gallo's got himself a 5-second penalty.
Yeah. Speaking of Gallo.
That was the contact with Brent Wassel, and he came through. He'll be regretting that. He's a very big gentleman driver there. Poor Thomas, that's twice it's happened to him. Yeah, it is. You can really see, big hit there by Ridley. He's really taken that front corner to rotate himself around. But look at Mortimer. Mortimer is at a place in the middle of the lead cars. He needs to get out of there real quick as soon as these boys catch up to him. Hopefully they can use him as a bit of a tow to get across there. Gallo, Kitchener, Hodgkinson still going from. Hodgkinson's dropped a few places. Biggest mover at the moment, Kev Wakefield, up 20 places.
Yeah, so far.
He was. He just dropped 5 places then. I'm not sure what happened there. Daniel Stone's in the pit, so he must be doing his drive-through.
Yeah, so far, Mortimer's not doing anything wrong. It's impressive to see him hold on.
We know he's got pace.
Yeah, even with that, well, I assume. Actually, that car probably isn't damaged anymore, since he probably got his fast repair. But yeah, so far, everything good, clean, and above board.
Yep. Mason Martin has just made a beautiful move past Mitch Weil, and he's bringing Tomlin with him as well. Beautiful bit of work there.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy.
Taking it out. road disappears quickly here. They've got to be careful how wide they stay. Make sure they give each other room because their road narrows off as they come through 2 by 2. We've got Gallo and
Look at that. Phenomenal. That is some good racing right there.
That timing tower. That timing tower is wrong, isn't it? Yes. Because that's got Doyle. That's got Doyle fighting there with Kitchener.
No.
Oh no! Look at that.
It's Doyle and Byrne fighting right there. So.
Yeah, but it's got Doyle and Ridley. It's got Doyle leading out. Ridley coming second. Gallo third, and Kitchener fourth.
That's Sean Doyle.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
And we're on board with James Doyle.
Oh. That's okay. I'm leaving the room now. I'll be back in a few minutes, mate. It's got too many doilies. Too wide coming through there.
Oh, and Doyle monster trucks over the curb, and now he's going to have a whole lot of company right now.
Oh, here we go. McIntyre got a slap on the wrist not to call a rubbish penalty just because he got a penalty. Is a bit of a comms warning there for him. But Danny Bartush in his lone wolf. Oh, rotation behind him. Rotation behind him. Thomas Cooley, I think. Or is it James Doyle? Doyle. Oh, look where he is. He's got the car out of the way. Oh, he's done a cracking job getting it out of the way, but I reckon he's stuck there now. This could be a safety car with 2 minutes to go. I'm not sure. Or he may be allowed to tow because that car is cooked. Bottom screen still going. Mason Martin. Oh, these boys are going everywhere on the bottom screen. Oh, look at Tomlin coming through nicely. Oh, there's a few passengers in that. He's done. Oh, he's just squeezed that through. Oh, look at this. He's trying to hold the brakes. The ABS is still rotating that car. Oh, wow. That was very, very, very coldly on the back of Sean. Yeah, that was messy. As we are in the last minute and a bit, Ridley's leading them out. Shane Doyle is in second place. Davey Gallo third. Kitchener fourth. And Hodgkinson in fifth. Those boys at the front have been doing a cracking bit of work.
We got a pass for the lead. Kyle Ridley is now up front. And Doyle's in second. What in the world happened? Too busy watching the wreck and
too busy watching the action everywhere.
Yeah.
It's amazing driving anywhere, mate. I'm seriously, we could have 4 cameras, 5 cameras going at once because there's so many moves and passes happening, not just in the front, but in the middle of the packs as well. As we're coming up to the last minute, we've got Ridley leading it out and Doyle after that. We maybe get a chance to look at the pass later on. Lavery down the bottom screen, just fighting it out with Mason Martin. He's got Mason Martin coming through and Hardwick following him through as well. So they're having a battle through there. Here we've got coming through. This will be the white flag if we can just see it coming through. Where is Barney? Barney, where are you hiding, mate? Where are you hiding? Because we've got Ridley coming through. We've got Kitchener having a bit of a look on the back of Gallo, but not enough to make him do any sudden
no, contact on this bottom screen. Oh, what a save.
Beautiful bit of work, these boys. Ridley's done a cracking job, mate. Up 9 places, doing a really good job. Kyle Lavery up 20 now. He's one of the biggest movers coming through. Remember, we're going to have a reverse top 5. At the moment, Callum Hodgkinson is in 5th place, so he would be in the front row if they come across this way. Final lap, ladies and gents, final lap. We are running, and we can see a baby face on the front of there. We've got Kyle Ridley on the top screen coming through. You can see him with a back marker coming through. That back marker's got to get out of that way. Get out of that way real early. Slam those brakes on and let the boys go past. He must be listening. Well done, Sunshine.
Yeah,
great bit of work there. He did really well, although he nearly lost it then. He nearly lost it as the car flicked across the curb itself. But look at these boys attacking it. Kitchener smashing that curve, getting high as anything. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get 1, 2, and 3 crossing the line very close together this time round. Heat 2, we've got Kyle Ridley taking out the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals Heat 2 coming across in first place. Sean Doyle coming across in second place in the Gold Beast. And in the Red Beast, Davey Gallo comes across in third place. What a way to do the second heat of the night. Kitchener in fourth, Hodgkinson fifth, Wassell sixth, Burns seventh, Bartouche eighth, Cooley ninth, and Mitchie Noble got himself to 10th place. I tell you what, though, some big movers, man. 11th place is Ryan Price, up 29 positions, even though he has just disappeared a few spots down to 25th position. I'd say iRacing did that for us. Oh, Kitchener really kissed that wall as he came through, didn't he? This is the path that we saw. Have a look how high up Doyle got. That cost him. He lost momentum coming through there. He just hit that curb way too hot, and that opened up the door for Ridley, and Ridley took that final spot and took it off all the way. Dougie Gowans is gloating in the room downstairs. Got SLM 1-2 domination. I tell you what, some very lucky drivers with coming around corners and missing incidents that were there in front of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how Heat 3 goes. Did it improve in the second one? Was it a little bit less crazy? No. Was it fun for us commentators? Yes. Was it fun for the RC? Hell no. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 5-minute warm-up, 3-minute gridding after that, but let's have a big look at that. We've got 29 viewers out there. Ring your cousins, ring your sisters, ring your aunties, ring your uncles, share the screen, get everyone to come out and watch it. This is how the Pro-Ams and AMs finished up. Kyle Ridley came down from 10th place all the way through and took the lead in the second last lap and got himself up to the top step. For the pros, we got Ridley, Doyle and Gallo, Kitchener, Hodgkinson as they finished, Wassell, Byrne, Bartouche, Cooley and Noble. That's exactly how they finished. The pros were all at the pointy end. For the Pro-Ams, we've got Weil, Tomlin and Hardwick. Cracking bit of work there between those boys. McIntyre, D, Humble, Souza, Browning, Cena and Price across there. Shane Newlands is taking the top step for the AMs, followed by Wayne Edwards and Brad Anderson coming across there. Greggy Johnson, the OG, original guy, has got himself up into 4th place. Bowman, Glover, Snow, Simmons and Dines. There is more, but they are the top 10s for each series. There you go. This is going to be a lot of fun. The boys are talking about liveries now, but Mr. Watson, give the viewers a bit of a chin wag about what this is that we're looking at right now.
Sir, this is the commercial for Team Watson Racing setups. Primarily a oval and rallycross setup shop, but we are currently hard at work at building up our road course program, starting to get so keep an eye out. Should have setups here pretty soon. Meanwhile, we get to celebrate because our builder for the NASCAR Craftsman truck has qualified for the Coke Series.
Oh, nice. Good work.
Sir,
that's not an easy series to qualify for.
No, it's not. We are absolutely so proud of Mitchell Hunt being able to make it second time, actually. He was a peak series driver way back in the day, back when Peak Antifreeze was the main sponsor instead of Coca-Cola. So yeah, it's awesome for him. Hopefully he'll get picked up when the free agency process for the Coke Series starts up here soon. But yeah, heck of a time right now.
Good. We've only got one on track at the moment, and that's James Doyle. He is out there and trying to get the best out of his beast and do some final tuning. We remember this last race, we've got reverse top 5. So it's going to be a bit of a switcheroo to how we finished before track. As I reckon it'll be a fun track to drive, to be honest. I reckon it's got some really cool corners. The curbs are curbs of depth. We've seen some of these boys really attack them. We saw Doyle attack that one, and he just went too hard through there and gave that lead away to Ridley doing that. once the rear goes on the 86, you can pretty well bank on it swapping ends on you. Yeah, it does a flick. It even does it when it very slowly too, Mr. Gowans. If I do remember correctly, I ended up on my roof at the Canada track. So yeah, that was quite a embarrassing moment where it was going slowly as well. Don't know how I did it. Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't too much speed coming out. I think I came out of the pits and tipped the curb, and rear end went, and I hard right, and all of a sudden I was on the top of my 10.
Ouch.
Yes. Ouch was the embarrassing part. Ego was very, very bruised. You'd think I'd be used to it with the bad driving I've done in the past, but not at all. Ladies and gents, if you're out there watching, please like, subscribe, hit the notification buttons. We want to hit 2,000 subscribers. We are 350 subscribers away from hitting 2,000. That's our target for 2026. So get on there and get on board. I'm also looking at someone to help me with social media. So if anyone in our Discord or stuff like that who's good with social media, has got a bit of a graphic arts brain to him, reach out to me, because I've got our branded type of thing, but we've also got some shorts, videos and stuff that we want to do, and I just don't have the bloody time, and we need to do it big time. So reach out to me, and maybe a paid gig, I don't know, but love someone to be able to do it as an admin, which would be awesome. If you're out there also, please check out the little right-hand bottom corner. You'll see the rotating logos. These are the people that support us. We'll have to remove some of them off these and update them as this week goes on. Round one is always a little bit untidy in my eyes. But have a big thank you out there to Grim Industries. If you've seen some of his latest little shorts videos out there, he's got some amazing new tables he's done. He's just finished an amazing Ferrari engine, which looks absolutely crazy, and also a Boss 302, which was delicious. You can put that in my theatre room if you want. I'd be quite happy to take it off your hands.
Mine
Shunt
too.
Scenery. Yeah, exactly. Shunt Scenery's if you're into the flight simulator world and want some 3D renting, reach out to the boys, Greg Barber's business. So that would be good to go. Gonna need a new safety car or a new safety car driver, Barbs?
Both. While we were talking, the safety car may have.
I can just see some smoke in the background. Did he just bin it?
Yeah, he may have introduced himself to the wall at the end of the final.
Maybe a little bit to the wall. Oh, my God. There you go. And let's have a look at the other sponsors that we've got out there. We are still looking for more. Please come and join us. This costs us money to do, and when it comes to the point and we run out, we can't do it, unfortunately. But, these people keep the doors open for us, and a big, massive thank you to Warren & Brown Tools, who literally do keep the doors open. But, ladies and gents, here we are for the feature race, Heat 3 of tonight, round 1 of the Warren & Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. On that was the tame one. We have a reverse top 5. Callum Hodgkinson on the front row with Kitchener, which is TKR Racing by the look of it. I'll have to Noah Kitchener, 104 Motorsports, it says on his name, but we'll have to get that sorted for him so we can work out who he is. He's got the front row, and second row is Davey Gallo from the Carling Motorsports team, beside Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy. In the third row, we've got Kyle Ridley, the reigning runner-up in the championship and currently leading champion from SLM, in beside Brad Wassell from Axiom. In the fourth row, we've got Danny Byrne beside the lone wolf himself, Danny Bartouche. In the fifth row, we've got Thomas Cooley from the Koala Cartel beside Mitchie Noble and SRB. Mitchie Noble seems to be stuck on that 10th position. He always seems to get into there and get bogged in 10 again. We got Mitchie Weil from, I don't know what team, new team, John Nowak beside him in row 6. Row 7 is Chris Tomlin and Kyle Lavery. We've got in row 8, Cam Hardwick and Jacob McIntyre. In row 9, we've got Greg Cook and Elliot D. Row 10, we've got Mickey Martin and Mr. Humley. In row 11, we've got Stevie Daniels from LCR beside D'Souza Pro-Am. In the 12th row, we've got Miller and Browning. In the 13th row, I've got Cena and Price, 14th row, Newens and Edwards. In the 15th row, we've got Anderson and Johnson. Evening, Laura. I did see your name pop up there. And we've got in the, where am I up to, mate? 12th row, Miller, Browning, Cena, Edwards, Johnson, Greg Johnson, Brad Anderson, Greg Johnson in the 15th row. Let's flick it across. We've got 30 seconds to go. We have got a bit of racing to cover. We've got Rayner, Donnelly, Wakefield, Bowman, Glover, Gander, Mortimer, Stone, Snow, Simmons. I think I'm reading the element table at the moment. Doyle, Dines, and downstairs doing all the hard work and lifting tonight is Greg Barber, the race director, and Mark Cochran as we get ready to grid. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in for round one, the third heat for the night and the big feature race. All the points have been going all the way to Ridley. He has taken it out and do a dominant run through. We are ready to go. 3 lights are going. We are green, green, green. All the cars bogged down and burnouts as they come through. We've got a great start off the top of there. We've got Callum Hodgkinson and Noah Kitchener all side by side in Kitchener takes that curb aggressively and throws himself across into the lead position. Hodgkinson maintains the cover, but we've got Gallo coming through there as well. Hodgkinson, Gallo, Ridley. Ridley is in 4th place, Byrne in 5th, Doyle in 6th, Wassell 7th, Bartouche 8th. Cooley in 9th, and Mitchie Noble has maintained the 10th place. Lavery has gone up a few places as well. He's got himself into the top 10. Hardwick as well, biggest mover at the moment. Thomas Sonny Cena up 10 places, and Max Donnelly also in the back end up 10 places. Tell you what, we're in for a hot one, aren't we? This last race, no one's letting go. Everyone's hitting it as hard as before.
Oh, no.
We've got a rotating car. Lavery's rotating around. He's got straightened up on one of the guys beside him, but they're going 4 wide. Look at them. They've got 2 different race lines. We've got the right side, the left side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 going across in the bottom screen. They're going to take a nosedive. Oh, my God. Who's going to put the brakes down? They're funneling down. They're coming through. They put the brakes down. They're rotating. Lavery and one of the cars in front of them have got caught up, but no major incident there. Looks like Cam Hardwick got a bit of extra love and rear end come through. 5 cars into that corner does not work. It is not Einstein. It is not. It's not even MC plus MC times 2. MC squared, as they say. None of it helps, mate. That was just crazy. Someone needed to give up that, and no one wanted to. That's unfortunately, I reckon for Cam, that one's going to end up being a racing incident. There's just 5 wide, does not fit.
Yeah, that
Free. Have a look at that. Oh my goodness! I don't know who the hell that was, but that was huge.
Oh.
That was huge. We'll have to have a look at that if we can find it, mate. That was a massive accident coming through. There's Nuance Lavery just contacted there. This is not a replay we're watching. This is live. This is it. This is the one we saw.
And then this just happened.
Oh, look at this. They're bottled up. They're trying to get the track cleared. They're in a real tight place. This could possibly be a safety car. No, they managed to clear it up and get out of there. Whoa. That was hot to trot. Newen's got rotated. I'm not sure by who.
Oh,
he got rotated by Wakefield by the look of it. Yeah, it looks like he got rotated by Wakefield, and I'm not sure if Wakefield got helped by Greggy Johnson or not, or whether they did it on his own, but they boys ended up, look at this. Oh, I closed the nose. Oh, I'm sorry, but I think Kev left his nose where it shouldn't have been there. Was that Kev? Is this the same replay? That's a different replay. That was a different LCR car then. Sorry, Kev. But tell you what, hot to trot. I'll tell you one thing I've noticed a lot. These cars, oh my God, that's the replay of that. Oh, bouncing off the walls. Hold your brakes, son. Mason Martin didn't hold his brakes then. That could be a part of that could be on him as well. Dave Batista there with the spear tackle. Oh, you're bringing back some WWF on me, mate. Don't get me going on WWF because we'll get Beavis out there with the tables. I'll tell you what. There's a bit of racing going on, ladies and Mason Martin. Oh, look at that. Oh, no.
Yeah, Wayne Edwards getting knocked around in the background. Meanwhile,
yeah, it looks like these boys have learnt nothing. There's going to be a lot of whinging in the Discord tonight. And there's going to be a lot of angry people out there tonight. But you know what? I hope they leave it on the track and forget about it. That's racing. It was the first round. Get over it and get back on track and do better next week. All right, we don't need to see this guy on stilts. Cobes, he's kind of making me dizzy up at those heights. Okay, Kev's called that in. I think he might have got a bit of help there from Greg Barber when he went through.
Around.
Yep.
Side by side with Ridley.
Everywhere. Hot everywhere. It's actually hot in my office as well, which doesn't help. But
goes around.
Oh no, they're going around everywhere. It looks like it's also the rear ends are a bit loose from the heat out there too. So, oh, look at that. That was.
No,
I don't even think that was help. I think he just did that on his own then, just coming around too hot. Yep, Daniel 808's just called one in. Oh no, that was Gallo calling that one in. So I'm not sure how that all come to eventuate. But ladies and gents, we have got a hot race on. 5 minutes of this race. Oh, look at that. Tell you what. There's a lot of drivers out there that need to have a look at this replay or maybe their own replays and have a look at where they're putting their cars, because there's just a lot of carnage out there that shouldn't be happening by the look of it. Yep, Dougie Gowans is out there going, people aren't just leaving space. They're not. We're seeing a lot of it. People putting noses in where the cars can't fit, especially in the concrete jungle like this. It's like you've got to pull the nose out. You've got to concede the corner if it's not yours. If you haven't got right of way for it, you've got to back it up and let the next driver through. It's a 20-minute race. All right, it's a short race, but you know what? Concrete walls, people make mistakes. You can quite easily get around people. These are the type of races where I would get a lot of positions just by keeping it clean, not being the fastest one out there.
Yeah, just because you can go side by side through these corners a lot easier than most other street circuits doesn't mean you should, you know.
Gallo, rear end, let go.
Yeah, I think he's finally brought it in pit lane.
Yeah.
That car is demolished. Look at that left rear.
That sad face on it. Sad face. Big time.
Like
he got it flicked around nicely. Yeah. Does Doyle have a rear wing? Doyle have a rear wing? Sean Doyle, we're assuming. Does he have a rear wing?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. His car's looking pretty spanking, actually. A nice gold livery, a bit of semi matte to it, and doing extremely well. Kitchener at the pointy end has got the pressure. Callum Hodgkinson on fire. For the look at him go, Hodgkinson there on the bottom screen having a look on the inside, but he's unfortunately exposed himself to Ridley. Whoa, Noah Kitchener is attacking those curves like crazy. Just see how hard he hit that. That was unbelievable. That was very, 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 very hard. What did I say? Did you say same Doyle or John? Oh, we're talking about Sean Doyle. You want to know James Doyle now? Both got a wing. One's got two on each side. Looks like he's prancing around in one of those outfits. Yeah. Bring back the biff. I think after tonight we brought back too much biff, ladies and gents.
There was, a lot of biff.
Oh, have a look at this bottom screen. Have a look at that. Kitchener hit that.
Oh,
yep. Kitchener hit that curb so hard. He got air, that much air that Callum Hodgkinson didn't know where he was going to come back out, and it opened up the door to Ridley. Ridley into the side of him, but Ridley's tucked in behind him now, readdressed that little bit of touch. We've got more. Jack Novak has got a bit of a thing going on. Josh Novak got a bit of a thing going on as well.
Yeah, looped it at the exit of the final corner. I tell you that, though, that has really helped Kitcher, because now that gives them a lot of breathing room as these two continue to throw haymakers at each other.
Oh, yeah, Hodgkinson is.
Oh my God! What a jump! Oh my God!
Lovely bit of work there, as Max Verstappen would say. Lovely racing. Look how close these boys are getting to each other. Look how tight it is through there, and they're managing to maintain respect around each other as well. We're seeing some battles everywhere, boys. I really don't know where to turn to at the moment. I've taken it all the way down to Thomas Cooley in the battle for 7, 8, 9, 2. Whoa, he's running around. He's off the wall. Great bit of driving there, but That's the incident we've been seeing all night where the drivers haven't been backing out, and Callum Hodgkin was smart enough to back it out. But did you see Sean Doyle coming over those curbs again, attacking them like a madman coming through, and also behind him Brent Wassell. Wassell is lifted up some form, hasn't he? He has gone from AM champion to Pro-Am to battling that very, very tough out there with the pros.
And speaking of curb, I want to see a replay of Ridley going into this upcoming corner from a lap ago. I swear to God, that car was flying through the air. He monster trucked over that thing. I can't believe he didn't just shoot into the side of Hodgkinson like a heat-seeking missile. That was, what a view.
Well, I'm noticing something on the front end of these cars. When they're coming to that tight right-hander, they're really, really leaning down onto the left-hand wheel.
Right?
Really, really leaning down. It's almost touching the ground how much the cars are leaning in under brakes there. And no wonder the rear ends are getting loose.
Yeah, there's that whole side of the pavement kind of dips. Like, oftentimes during the IndyCar races, you'll see them kind of drive away from that, you know, similar to F1 at Monaco right before they're going down to Mirabel. They'll just go to a more flatter part of the pavement and then cut back for corner entry.
Did you just hear
Kyle
that call?
Ridley! Yeah! Wow!
Ridley's getting himself a drive-through for contact with car 78 earlier on. In the thing. That was the one that sent Gallo into the wall, and Gallo is down in 27th place. So unfortunately for Kyle, that drive-through is going to cost him a lot of points, especially how close this grid is. He's going to end up somewhere in 16th, 17th. But that also means that Hodgkinson's got himself that second place, and Kitchener is in control here. He's going to have like about 4 seconds ahead of Callum Hodgkinson at the moment. He's just got to just stick it out and go for it.
And trying not to bring the commentator's curse around, Kitcher might be the point leader after this is all said and done. A phenomenal run of races with P6, P4, now potentially P1.
Yeah, 100%. He's had a cracking debut to the SRW series. We'll get to talk to him and find out what the actual name is, whether it's 104 or the other one. But I tell you what, I'm loving watching these boys attack these curbs coming up to the second last corner. They're hitting them like V8 supercars. They're really launching those cars across them and not holding back. And the car's bouncing back quite nicely and not capitulating. We've seen it in past seasons where the front suspension has gone on some of these cars when they're hitting them hard, and it hasn't happened this season yet. Well, I mean, I should say this race yet.
Yeah, the cars were definitely set up a lot softer, and they were already going to have to be set up pretty soft just to deal with the bumps around here. You know, when it comes to street courses, St. Pete isn't the bumpiest. There's definitely a lot worse examples. Belle Isle. But with it being a street course, it doesn't mean this track is flat and smooth. So they were already kind of having to set them up soft. So because of the softer springs, you can deal with the curbs a lot easier because it'll handle that shock to the system going over those a lot better than, say, if it was a stiffer spring package with a much smoother, flatter racetrack. So that kind of helps complement each other.
Said bottom screen, Thomas Cooley and Greg Cook are having a great little stoush. Nearly come together, but Thomas Cook is all over, or Greg Cook is all over the back of Cooley. Thomas Cooley at the moment really putting some mega pressure on. And you can see the top screen, Nick Kitchener, Noah Kitchener is Kitcher. Well, I'm starting to change his name for him. I should get a job at Deedpole. Noah Kitcher is doing a cracking job there. Ridley is caught up to him, but yeah, Dougie Gowan just said that Ridley will stay out as long as he can and try to get as much momentum on this track to maximise position at the end of the race. He's got 3 laps to do that before he's got to go in.
Yeah,
so
because
3 laps.
I was just about to bring that up because I'm like, hey, Kyle hasn't Hasn't brought it in for his drive-through yet. He might want to do so, otherwise he'll get himself another black flag with a nice, pretty white cross in the middle.
Yes, that DQ one. Have a look at this battle at the front of us at the moment. We've got Ryan Price and Chris Tomlin at the moment. Okay, so that was Hardwick on Kev Wakefield. I think that was the... Oh, that was the one where Kev Wakefield ended up in the wall sideways with, later on, with Greggy Johnson stuck behind him. I think that was that incident. But these boys are battling like crazy at the moment. Pricey's... No! Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. Unfortunately, looked like Pricey had the car rotating around.
No. Oh my God! Oh.
And yeah, looks like Pricey had that car rotating around, and when his car lost control, he ended up taking out. Who was it? That's Chris Tomlin. Yeah, because they were fighting really close. So Lodge here. Yeah, Pricey. Looks like he loses the rear end, but then gets caught on the side of Tomlin.
That's weird. Like, you can see Chris Tomlin's car, it's like it was bouncing off the wall and it was knocking it back and forth. Like, it looked like he was holding the brakes, just was kind of glitching almost. It was weird.
Yeah, it was a weird one. Looks like they were just stuck together. It could have been a bit of netcode. I'm surprised we haven't seen a lot of netcode tonight at all with the size of the field and the new track. New track is usually prevalent with lots of netcode, but these boys have gapped it out at the front now. Kitchener is leading them out. Hodgkinson out in second place, driving a spectacular run tonight. Hodgkinson is doing really, really well, keeping up the pace and keeping these boys honest. Sean Doyle as well, cracking bit of work there in third place. Brent Wassel in fourth. Danny Bartouche on his debut back to the season up in fifth place, up 3 places at the moment. Mitchy Noble's had a decent run tonight too, currently sitting in seventh place. Greg Cook up 10 places in seventh place. Thomas Cooley up 1 place in eighth. Cole Ridley has got himself back to ninth place after his drive-through, so not a bad bit of effort there. Josh Nowak in 10th. Thomas Sunny Cena up 14 places in 11th. Biggest mover tonight so far is Mark Snowy Snow from the SLM Motorsports team, up 24 places.
Impressive work and not easy to do around here.
No, not easy at all. But you know what? Even down the back of the grid, these boys are still going for it strong. Look at this battle here. You've got Greg Johnson, Brad Anderson, and Wayne Edwards going for it. And still Elliot D as well going for it. Now you've got Elliot D on the inside line, Anderson on the outside line, coming through under brakes. Anderson's thought about it. He stayed out wide, giving him plenty of room and looking for an over-under, but not quite close enough to make any action move. On the top screen, you can see the boys swapping and changing the view. Backmarker's getting involved in there. Backmarker's pulled right out of the way, doing a cracking job there, getting out of the way. Kitchener, Hodgkinson, Doyle and Wassel. We are down to the last 2 minutes, people. An average lap at the moment is a 1:21 in the top three. Going down from there is 22s, but you can still see some of these other boys in the mid-packs doing some cracking bit of pace. You got Hardwick, Miller, Doyle, Lavery all doing 21s. Glover doing a 21 as well. Some of the fast boys aren't at the top of the grid, that's for sure.
No, they're not.
All right.
D. Doyle just trying to itch ever closer to Hodgkinson, but like you said, he's just been hold and serve phenomenally.
Yeah, doing extremely well. Who is our lead? Our lead am at the moment, Pro-Am, is Thomas Sunny Cena. I'll take it to that for a minute so we can get a bit of the lead am going on screen. There it is. 2, 3, 4. Starting to observe a caution through. Who was that?
Harrison Rayner.
Harrison Rayner. So he's obviously driven too fast between that incident, not backing off, and might have created some contact in there of some sort. But we'll see how they come across. Our final lap as we come across Kitchener on debut. Looks like he's going to be taking the top step for the night in the feature race, the final of our 3 heats for the Warren and Brown Chatter GR86 Nationals. The boys are doing a cracking job in the minor title positions. We've got Thomas Sunny Cena on the bottom screen coming home first at the moment, I believe, in the Pro-Ams. I can't quite tell at the moment who is the lead am, but we'll have a look at it as we come through. Total control by Kitchener, not even phased at the moment at all. He's got a 1.82 second lead. Behind him, Hodgkinson, Doyle and Wassell are only 3/10 apart each other and fighting all the way to the very end. We're on board with Kitchener now. He's got a few back markers in front of him as he comes across towards the back line. We're going to see 1, 2 and 3 come across to get a beautiful short video for the socials tonight, because these boys have put on a spectacular run. Ladies and gentlemen, here he comes across the line. We've got Noah Kitchener coming across the line for the 104 Motorsport, taking the feature race tonight in first place. Second place, we've got Callum Hodgkinson from OPR, and third place, Sean Doyle from the SLM Motorsports team coming across beautifully for third place. The drivers have been doing a spectacular run tonight. Brent Wassell in fourth, Danny Bartouche coming across the line in fifth place. Sixth place, Mitchie Noble coming across that line. Greggy Cook in seventh, Thomas Cooley in eighth, Kyle Ridley in ninth with a beautiful recovery. Josh Nowak in 10th place on his debut. In 11th place, the Pro-Am leader tonight, taking out the feature race heat 3. And who is the AMS winner? We might see. It looks like it could be David Simmons. Correct me if I'm wrong downstairs, Cobes. But what a spectacular run. The boys have been instructed to keep on going because there's a lot of back markers coming through and the field is very, very mixed up. So we've got 11, 12, 19, 20 going through there. There's still not a AM in that list. We'll see him coming through. A few more penalties coming through as well. 840 has got himself a 35-second time penalty for unserved black flag. Oh, no. Who was that?
Souza.
Looks like D Stone. Is he the winner tonight? Another new boy. Ooh, I'll tell you what. So Barb's has instructed the top 3 to come to the race line for a photo. We used to do this all the time. It is good to finally get back to it. Well done, Barb's. Wow. What a night. What a night.
Yeah.
Where do you go, mate? Where do you go? There's just so much action coming out of these boys. It's spectacular. Spectacular run.
And now you know why IndyCar keeps this as the season opener. I said at the top of the show, this is a hell of a way to start the season.
Yeah, it is a hell of a way to start the season. It's a hell of a way to have a bit of a beautiful look at these boys too. I'll go from the far chase as well so we can get all the way around them. It's a shame we can't get the camera to work its way around these boys as they're sitting there on the grids. Few burnouts coming through. Beautiful. Oh, what's going on there? Who the hell was that?
Oh, he's in trouble.
That car's in trouble. That was a very, very silly thing to fly down that grid, and I'm assuming that was a new driver that just hasn't been around, and is probably going to get a nice stern talking to. One thing, me in particular, is a very, very big pain point as the owner of this league. When there's static cars around after the race, you do not fly into them, because if you hit them at pace, the direct drive is liable to break someone's thumb, wrist, or do some major damage, because a direct drive carries a lot of Newton meters of power coming through it. And when you hit that car, is going to be very, very painful. Anyway, enough of me doing my politics and all that sort of stuff. there is some people to interview and talk to about things that are being out there on track, and these boys have done a spectacular job. Here he is, ladies and gents, the new debut tonight. Mr. Noah Kitchener has taken out the top step for the national. Second place for the feature race, Callum Hodgkinson, and then Sean Doyle in third. For the Pro-Ams, Thomas Sonny Sina in fourth. Sitting in the room, mate, reach out and yell at me, Mr. Watson, when you want to have a bit of a chin wag, because you know me, I can talk underwater.
Whichever interview you want me to take, I'll do.
Let's go. You can have Thomas Sonny Sina. How's that sound?
Alrighty.
The young fella's always entertaining and always happy to have a bit of a chin wag. But where is Glover for the... Oh, Ash Glover, there he is, for the AM win tonight. You're quite welcome to jump in and talk to Ash as well. I'm free for all tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the AM winner tonight for the third race, the feature tonight for round one of the carnage that we will remember, St. Petersburg, for season 2 of 2026. Ash, how's it going, mate? Race 2 wasn't one of your better ones. You ended up in that wall a few times, but you finally got yourself to the top step. How was that, buddy?
Yeah, mate. Thanks. Yeah, it was good. I really like the track. It's just, yeah, it's super. I got heaps of understeer tonight, and but yeah, really good. Yeah, made a huge mistake in that second race. Apologise to anyone that I buggered up there, but yeah, huge mistake there. But yeah, calmed myself and had a good race in the last one, so all good.
It looks like it was a lot of fun out there. How is the track? Was it slippery?
Yeah, really. I found the front just wasn't, like, probably three laps in, the car just wasn't turning in. So yeah, just trying to go down another gear and just get through those corners. So
yeah. How did the car feel with the extra power? Was it noticeable?
Yeah, definitely noticeable. I normally drive the car without traction control. I found tonight I had to put some sort of traction control on, just to, especially through those long sweepy sort of ones. It's really hard to keep it together with no traction control. So but heaps of fun, and stoked to be back, to be honest.
Excellent, mate. Well, it's good to see you having fun out there, mate. And I think we're in for a hell of a season, mate. A hell of a season.
Yeah, mate. I think great numbers, and everyone's out there having a crack, and I can't wait, mate. I'm looking forward to next week already.
Well, you're going to be doing some extra practice. What's the story?
Yeah, no, try and get out there and just try and put a couple of extra laps in every week. I jump in with the boys and Trevi Mortimer and the boys at Koala Cartel. So we try and sort of, trying to improve all the time.
Excellent, mate. Well, hopefully we'll see you fighting for a title this season. I can see a lot of the AMs switching in across each other, because each one was finding different pace at different parts of it. Who gets Mr. Ash Glover on track, mate, and support your racing? Yeah,
Trev Mortimer, Road Racing, and the boys at Koala Cartel are always happy to help me out. And yeah, it's all those boys are great.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, dude. Good to see you having fun out there. And it's definitely a track I want to take out there and go for a bit of a spin on. I reckon it'll be an absolute terror. Do you reckon it would compare to a little bit to Adelaide or not?
Yeah, I think so. I think it definitely compares to Adelaide in a few ways. I think the staircase and that, but it's those long sleeps. I think the second turn 2, where it sort of bends around and back onto the straight. It's a really tough one to get right. If you get too close to the wall, you hit it, and we've seen tonight there's plenty of people backing it and cruising around. So no, mate, I'm stoked to be back and having a race. It's great.
Excellent, mate. Well, congratulations, mate.
Thank you, guys.
It's our pleasure, mate.
And all the boys, and appreciate it, and definitely see you next week.
Excellent, mate. We appreciate the love, and good to have you out there having fun, mate. It sounds, you can hear it in your voice that you really had a fun night tonight. So congratulations on your first win for season 2.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Ladies and gents, that's Glover taking out the feature tonight for round 2 round one of the, I'm already losing rounds, mate, of the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Let's bring the young fella in, the admin for the Super Formula Lights, Mr. Thomas Sonny Cena, the musical protege, the guy that can do anything he wants to, and having another crack and getting a top step for the Pro-Ams. Mr. Watson's got a few questions for you, mate, and congratulations on your win.
Well, thank you. Good to be back.
Yeah, what a wild opening night. First of all, just tell us how difficult it was trying to come to terms with a new circuit like this and just trying to stay alive from all the chaos.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I bought this track a few weeks ago to do some of the multi-class stuff in the PCCs, and it was relatively okay in there. I didn't expect it to be as chaotic as it was tonight. Basically, just trying to, you know, I was braking, like, as soon as I was behind a car, brake very early, you know, at least 100 meters, I was backing up the corners by, just to make sure if there was a crash in front of me that I didn't just go plowing into it. There was a few moments where that happened anyway, and I couldn't really do much against it, but I did everything I could. Whether it worked or not, I mean, it's up for debate, but I tried.
Yeah, I remember race 2, Ash Glover put himself into one of the walls and bounced back right into your lap. How much did that catch you off guard when that happened?
Well, yeah, because it happened, the exact same thing happened in race 1, I can't remember who it was, with, and then it happened in race 2 with Ash, and it scared the shit out of me, pardon my French, because because like they go into the wall, and then I don't know if it's an internet thing or whatever, but like he seemed to get like absorbed by the wall and then spat back out really quickly into the path of us. So yeah, it scared me a lot. It was kind of like a trampoline, how the wall sort of like it like sucked him in and then just spat him back out to the middle of the track.
And finally, with you being the reigning Pro-Am champ, your title defense is off to a pretty good start so far, bringing home at least one win tonight to counteract some of the bad luck from the walls.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I had a pretty rotten race 1 and 2. I was effing and blinding in the chat going, oh, this is stupid, it's all stupid, because I kept crashing. But I stuck it out for race 3, and I just thought I'd take a completely different approach. You know, I was sitting there, and I'd done the first 2 things in race 1 and 2. I'd done the same thing, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to do the opposite of what I'd done in those 2 races and do it in race 3, and it seemed to work out. You know, in race 1 and 2, I was on the inside at turn 1 both times. That didn't work, so I thought I'd try the outside, and that seemed to work pretty nicely. So doing whatever I didn't do seemed to end up working quite well, which I'm glad about, because let's just say I wouldn't have been a happy chap if I had a race 3 like the first 2. But no, I was just glad that I could salvage something nice from the evening, because I didn't want to go to bed with 2 P31s and a P25. Wouldn't have been the ideal way to end off my evening, but I'm just glad I managed to pick up something.
Absolutely. A great run, all things considered. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
Yeah, it's just Sud Speed, and then SLM, who are the team. You know, they all get me out on track. And also Doug, because I accidentally ran his special livery tonight when I was supposed to run my normal livery. So, sorry, mates, but thank you for the livery, I guess. But yeah, no, it's just those guys. It's SLM, it's Sud Speed, and all the people there, because they make me as confident as I am, because if it wasn't for them, then I'd be lingering down at the back of the field.
Absolutely. It was a fantastic night for you, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Too easy. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You have a good one.
Take care, Thomas Sonny Cena, ladies and gentlemen. The Pro-Am winner tonight in the final race for the evening. Classic bit of work there, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Keep working hard at the admin job as well, mate. Don't give it up.
I will keep going. Don't you worry about that.
Good boy, good boy. All right, let's get him out of here because he can talk like me. Thomas Sonny Cenac, and he's got the chops like I have, mate. He's got the making of a broadcaster, I tell you right now. See you later, Thomas. I'll speak to you soon.
Guys. Appreciate it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from there we'll go to someone who doesn't talk as much, and I believe that is Sean Doyle in the SLM Academy car, taking it out, third place outright in the Pro-Ams. Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy in the room, sitting in the top step, racing with the big boys. How the hell did that go, mate?
Hey, that wasn't bad. I enjoyed that.
It was a tough race out there. A lot of paint swapping, a lot of panel swapping with you boys up front.
Yeah, a lot of door banging, but hey, if you can get away with it, it's enjoyable. Just have to pick your spot, I reckon. Pick your spot, and
I tell you what, you weren't shy of the curbs there, mate. You were launching yourself off some of those curbs.
yeah, it's quite fun when you try and get all four wheels and not get a penalty.
Well, you're doing well. You actually lost your second place, smashing one of those curbs, and I think Ridley passed you on it because you went flying out wide, and then you were lucky Ridley got himself a drive-through for his incident with Gallo because that leveled you back up into that place. And is there any point out there where you thought, oh my God, I'm going straight through this wall into another wall? Because you guys were going side by side of a lot of, not much space, a lot of track disappearing with these walls.
There was a few times where I thought I was coming a cropper into the wall and sort of just backed out and let the person pass and try and sit back in and figure out another spot to do it.
I think that was the difference between the top 10 and the bottom 30. A lot of the boys tonight, when you watch it back, did not know when to yield. We had one crop of them trying to go 5 wide, coming down the main straight into the first part of the track where it goes to the S's. I don't know what the hell was going through their brains when they watch it back. They'll be thinking, why didn't I just put the anchors on, let this guy go past and into the wall? But I'll tell you what, pace is really good, man. It looks like you settled into the new team. You've got the gold livery going. The lead driver tonight for the SLM Motorsports team, without Mr. Gowans out there, and with Mr. Ridley, unfortunately, in the third race, not having as good a run as he did in the first two.
Yeah, look, SLM have been unbelievable, man. The boys over there are great. They welcome me. I'm stoked to be on a really good team. Unlucky for Ridley, but I let him go past me because I knew he was quicker, so in the second race. But,
well, you got to do the same thing sometimes.
Exactly. Someone's a bit faster, let them go.
I'm a bit like that when I was racing. If someone was catching me over a couple of laps, so I mean, when they catch you by that stage, it's pointless fighting. They're so much faster than you. You're better off just letting them go past and get on their coattails and ride the wave through if you can.
Well, that's it. You let them pass, and all of us. If you don't let them pass and you're fighting, the next batch of people are going to catch you, and then it's on again.
Oh, we've got a smart guy in the room, Mr. Watson. I love the way you think, mate. I love the way you think. See, a lot of these people forget out there that sometimes a battle is going to lose you time rather than gain you time, and you're better off just trying to catch the guys in front of you rather than battling with the person behind you. And it works. It works better for all involved, and then you can make your move once you catch up to the guys in front of you. That's the way I believe you should race. It's a smarter way, and it's got more longevity in it, that's for sure. What are your thoughts on the track? Go there again, love it, maybe do it in a different format?
Oh, look, I'd love to do it again. I think it's quite enjoyable. There's a nice rhythm once you get it. So I like street tracks. They're pretty enjoyable. Hard bloody work, but I'm knackered after that.
That's good to hear, mate. It's good to hear. Question for you. Have you got your sheep beside you?
No.
All right, we'll have to freeze frame on one of the cars for you so you can see where it is. But Mr. Sean Doyle, who gets you on track and supports the SLM Motorsport team?
Look, mate, my mum, my beautiful partner, my child, and all the boys over at SLM, man. They're bloody great. Dougie Gowan, legend. Love yous all. Cheers.
Love them all. Suds, what's the gloves called? Suds, what are they called?
Yeah.
I can't remember. That's one of your major sponsors anyway.
Yeah. I'll have to get that in one eye.
You will, mate. You will. But you know the boss is going to be in your ear. He goes, "Why haven't you got a sheet ready?"
Yeah.
But that's all right, mate. You maybe didn't expect to finish up on the first round at the top step, so you did a cracking job, mate. Congratulations, and good luck for the rest of the season, mate. It's going to be a ripper.
Cheers, lads. Looking forward to it.
All right, take care, brother. Be good.
Cheers,
Ladies
mate.
and gents, Sean Doyle from the SLM Academy taking out third place outright for the feature race tonight at round 1. Let's bring the OG in. He's not an old guy, but he's one of the original guys that raced with us from way back in the early days, and he's coming up a crops. He's starting to get some podiums on the end of last season and bringing them back tonight as well. Mr. Callum Hodgkinson, how you doing, buddy, and how was it?
Hey guys, yeah, no, awesome night, man. I got the track tonight, and it's awesome track. I really like it and had a ball. So,
yep, as good as Adelaide.
Hey, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Nice short little track, and as long as you got the respect which we had of everyone else around you, and we had a good night's racing. Everyone in the sort of top 5 was, it was hard to pass, and yeah, I had a good fun. That's what it's all about tonight. So, yeah.
I think tonight's going to go down for a lot of people as a track where they should have thought about it a bit more. I think the top 10 drove and gave each other space. I think further down it was a little bit more cutthroat, and they were trying to go around the outside, like this corner here that we're showing at the moment, go around the outside and ending up in that aperture banner and being disappearing like an aperture and ending up back on track in front of other people. I think people didn't learn after the 3 races. Maybe it's first round jitters, but you were in the mid pack in the first race and got yourself up into the pointy end. How did it feel in the mid pack?
Yeah, like I was just saying to Noah in the green room, that it's definitely didn't want to start from the back tonight. It's somewhere you want to start up the front. And the first race was, I managed to avoid the first couple of crashes, and then I just sort of knuckled down. And the first race, you sort of, just manage it and be in 10th or thereabouts, and that sort of sets up your whole night, really, if you can be up the front. So, which I managed to do, and then it sort of, I fell in the lap with that little incident in race 2 where I was sort of up in the top 3, and then I ended up P5, and I got through it, and I just sort of sat there in P5 to get pole for the last race. And
Pretty determined, huh? Love your work. Love your work.
Yeah, once you're in the pack and there's 5 minutes to go, you think, hang on, what's the risk-reward sort of situation here? I'll just hang back and I'll take the pole for the next.
Nice work. No jitters, no nerves in the pole position, mate. I knew you'd be out there and chasing it around.
Yeah, no, it's not my first rodeo, man. I'll enjoy it. It's good fun.
Yeah, nothing like a good adrenaline rush, mate. Well, congratulations on a great drive tonight, mate. You really were throwing that car around like in the old days. It's good to see. Are you liking the little bit extra zip in the car?
I am, mate. Yeah, I am definitely. Like I said, the track was even though it was hot track temp tonight, it was dressed. Yeah, like you say, adrenaline pumping the track, so close to the concrete walls, and yeah, no, it was all thumbs up from my end, mate.
Excellent, mate. Well, who gets Mr. Callum Hodgkinson out on track and supports the OPR team?
Yeah, so the boys at OPR, we've got simrigs.com, Palmerston Bakery, Construction Sim Supply, SM Painting and Decorating, Ground to Earth, and then to the new sponsor of Night Rider Designs for our liveries, and Motec for our new sponsor on board. So thanks to all those guys, and down to you guys for the league and the podcast.
Excellent, mate. I'm glad you didn't forget Motec, because that was the one you forgot at the end of last season. And I won't tell Barbs that you still got the old livery on, okay?
Thanks, mate. A bit rusty around one. There's the jitters for you.
Love your work, brother. Good to see you having fun out there, mate. Congratulations, and good luck for the rest of the season, mate. You never know. It could be the one where you get back up the pointy end again.
Thanks, bro. Cheers.
All right, take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Callum Hodgkinson taking out second place tonight in the feature race for the Warren Brown Tools Toyota GR86 Nationals. Good luck, buddy, and see you next week.
See you, boys.
All right, Mr. Watson, you know about as much about this new guy as I do. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. Noah Kitcher is in here in the room. He's got 104 Motorsports, but I'm pretty sure that's not where he's from, because people out there are giving him a big pat on the back on debut from Team NZRS TKR for a win and a cracking debut for the 1, 2 and 3 Super Sprint in round 1 at St. Petersburg. Mate, welcome to the room. How the hell was it, and where the hell have you been?
Hey, mate. That was probably some of the best racing I've had, to be honest. Yeah.
Good fun?
Yeah, it was real good, yeah. Lots of close battles in the first couple, which was good.
Yep. Did you? Who dragged you across to the SRW? Because we haven't seen you here before. This is the first race with us, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So my teammate Max Donnelly, he's in here as well, and crew chief for him last season. So and I looked like a bit of fun. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bite the bullet and jump in and give it a good crack. So
Max had a ripper of an incident on, I think it was in the second race tonight. He would have got whiplash out of that one.
Yeah, he was sure to let me know about that one over comms.
he screamed down a little bit, did he? Was it pain?
No.
Oh, God. But, all right, so you've got your first race in. Where have you been racing? What have you been doing? You've been doing 10 tops, or you've been out there doing GT3s? What's your specialty, or has this become your new specialty?
Yeah, so I'm in a league called Supercars NZ. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Yeah, of course we have. Yep.
Yeah, so I've been in there for maybe just over a year. And yeah, absolutely love it. Good racing.
You racing the V8s?
Yes, yeah.
V8s. Yes, yep.
Yeah, so they do a V8 championship, GT3 championship, and they've just announced a Porsche Cup championship. So
Yep. So the time slot suits you a bit better. This is a bit early now, isn't it, for you? What time is it there?
Right now it is 12:08 in the morning.
In the morning. So it's a day race for you.
Well,
or midnight.
Midnight.
Oh, midnight. Okay, so it is a late one. Hope you're not getting up too late. I guess you're used to it now because you got all these other races to do, but the NZ one will keep you on your toes. Excellent work out there, mate. Are we going to have a total battle on? Is that where you're aiming now at the moment, now that you've done tonight?
Well, that would be nice, yeah. Just want to keep it clean and see where we end up on points, but apparently there's a few guys away, so it'd be good to see where we end up when they're back, but yeah.
There is a couple of fast boys away. But I think you'll be mixing it up with them, watching you race with the other boys around you tonight. So it's going to be a ripper of a season, mate. So I'm glad to have you on board, and I hope you're having fun, mate, because that's the key that we talk about. Having fun is the most important thing out there. Mate, do you want to shout out to who gets you on track and who supports your racing?
Yeah, so big thanks to Team Kiwi Racing, Powerbuilt, Pit Stop, Panasonic, Garador, NZSR, and you boys in the broadcast do a good job. And also, my teammate Max Donnelly.
Excellent. Well, Max is a bit of a legend down there as well. Now we've got two Kiwis in here. We've got a Brazilian racing here with us as well, by the look of it, Gabriel de Souza. But, mate, congratulations on your debut race and your debut win. So you popped two cherries in one go. That's what we love. And keep it going, mate. Good luck for the rest of it, and fingers crossed for you.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Take care. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Kitcher taking out the feature race tonight for the Warren Brown Toyota GR86 Nationals. Congratulations, mate, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers. Thanks, boys.
Mr. Watson, what a debut for Season 2. What a debut for a track. And what a debut for a lot of drivers, man.
Absolutely. A lot of the newcomers absolutely showed out. And what did I tell you? I told you this track doesn't miss, and boy howdy, it did not miss tonight. What a way to kick off the season.
Mate, it was spectacular. We had so much action; it was so hard to follow. I almost had whiplash, left, right, and centre, going from bottom screen, top screen, and getting everything going. It was, I think, we shook the rust out of it this week. We got we're back into final forms. I'm going to have to do some vocal training to get my voice back to its good tones again, like they were end of last year, end of last season. But I tell you what, that was an absolute cracker. Had us on our toes like crazy. And you were right at the beginning of the race. It was definitely a good track.
Absolutely. I hope to see it on a few other SRW schedules here going forward. I can't wait to see the V8s here.
Imagine that. Oh my god. I reckon the V8's here, not in a super sprint, but in a good 60-minute run on a standard race. I reckon it'd be amazing. There'd be a little bit less bouncing off the walls, but can you imagine them riding some of those curbs in turn 1, 2, and 3, coming off those S's? Oh my god, onto the back straight. Oh, they'd be launching it like crazy. Turn 7 coming into Beach Street, into turn 8, they'd be launching it off that curb too. Oh, it'd be absolutely. Oh, it'd be spectacular. I reckon it'd be really, really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I'm pooped. I don't know about how you're feeling. I know Kobe downstairs has probably had enough of us as well. Ladies and gents, if you're out there, please like, subscribe. Do us a favour. Next week, when you see it come up in your Facebook, book it in. Let all your family and friends know. Let's get all these boys out there. There's 45 plus drivers out there. Sure as hell we can get a couple of members watching in and making this spectacle what it deserves, because this is the biggest grid of GR86s in the world without a shadow of doubt. I don't care what anyone says. I've looked to see what others are out there, and the pace is ridiculous as well. So kudos to these boys. They need to be shown off. They need their eyes on these tracks. What they're doing is just absolutely spectacular. I know if I was out there on track, I would be holding them all up down in the 50th place, that's for sure. Big thank you and shout out to Phoenix Driver Development for supporting us. And if you're out there for the Gen 3 or Gen 2 V8 supercars, you want some setups, the boys can look after you. If you're after some one-on-one training or team training, reach out to Rian or Laz. They'll help you out and get you going. A big thank you out there, the Shunt Sceneries. If you're into the flight simulator world and you're after some 3D rendering, reach out to the lads there. You can catch them on Facebook, website, shuntsceneries.com.au. .com, as you can see on the top there, or reach out to them through Discord. A big massive thank you out there to Grim Industries, the home of the V8 coffee table, now the home of the Ferrari table, the home of the Jag, the home of the what was the other one they did, McLaren, and a few little rattlers as well, a few rotaries as well. So go out and visit him. He's got some spectacular kit out there. And a massive thank you out to Warren Brown Tools for supporting us through everything we do and getting on back and keeping the doors open. So a big thank you to them. A big thank you to all the 30, 40 people that are out there watching tonight. It was spectacular to see you out there in Facebook and on YouTube. We appreciate it. We love it. That's what Mr. Watson and I come in here for, and Mr. Kobe in the background, to get you guys some sort of entertainment and to show off these lads on track. Thank you very much. Don't forget, Sunday night, 8 p.m, GT3s are back on track. Season continues. It's a 2-season season. It goes across season 1 and 2 for us. It's the first and third Sunday of the month. And the boys will be battling it out there again. So thank you very much for your support. See you all on Sunday night, and stay safe and enjoy the videos.